Hey, AI, I saw today that actually the 76ers retired your jersey of number three. And I want to say congratulations. You totally deserve it, Alan. And I'm super happy for you. I hadn't even realized that you actually had retired. So seeing that today actually just brought up, some things, I guess. And I think as a fan, as you have put the period on your career as what it's been over the last 15 years, maybe. I just want to personally say thank you and hope that you know that how many fans truly appreciate you. And I'm not sure you maybe even get an idea of what your impact was. But I think for me, Allen Iverson is somebody who just always was just fire, I guess, for lack of a better word, fire, and huge inspiration, and for me personally, there are not many people on this earth that I really could say, there may be about 20 people, maybe 20 to 30, I guess you could say, on this earth who really inspired me. And then in that, there's a good core 10 of them. And definitely you, Allen Iverson, especially in my younger years, was somebody who really inspired me. So I just really wanted to thank you. And, I'm almost speechless. I'm almost kind of speechless. I mean, what you were to basketball is kind of like what Nasir Jones was to hip hop. Um, just sick. You know what I mean? I can't even explain. Just sick. Just totally exciting to watch, a pleasure to experience, to witness the talent of, and just living every single basketball game like your last. Like that really inspired me. Being 22 years old at the time and hearing someone so young as well, saying such impactful things was really, really huge. I think for me, Allen Iverson, I remember clearly the first time I ever saw you was in a game against it was Georgetown against UConn, and they were saying, "Oh, it's the battle of the Allens," because it was Ray Allen and Allen Iverson. And I kind of can't remember who won that game. I think it was Georgetown. Pretty sure it was Georgetown. I'm pretty sure you guys won that game, but I'm not totally sure. But from then on, now I was like, who is this kid? Like, actually, Allen Iverson and Ray Allen were both great, but Allen Iverson, just stood out. Like, you were just kinetic energy, force, just pure, natural, raw energy. Kind of like a volcano erupting or a comet going through space, you know what I mean? Or something like the sun, even. Not that I'm like going off trying to compare you to God and all of this. I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just trying to illustrate what the raw energy, the raw talent, um, just that raw force. You were a force of nature. That's probably what I could best say. And it was exciting, to witness someone like that. So I don't want to keep this really long, but I just want to say, from then on in your career, you did another I don't know, maybe another 6 7 months at Georgetown, and then you went into the NBA and at the number one pick in 1996, and you just set so many standards and for me precedents. I think even to this day, like after watching Allen Iverson, is after once you see like extremely good movie, an extremely well written either TV series, and there's only a few of them every once in a while that are so almost to perfection, that and it's so mentally engaging and exciting that everything else is just kind of like eating cardboard or something like that. It's like you had like this really good steak or lobster or filet mignon or whatever, and then everything else you're eating is like tasteless, or everything else you are witnessing is like you've seen something in color, but then you're witnessing something in black and white. And it's not to say, you know, get into this whole thing. Like, I don't worship Allen Iverson, but I do appreciate, and I also feel like I'm not sure, Allen Iverson, if you feel 100% truly really get how much people really appreciated you. Because I feel like personally, like, you know, and I mean this with respect because I don't know you, I don't know your personal life or anything like that, but just from what I could see of you, I feel like you suffered a lot, you know, and I still kind of feel like, even seeing your speech today, that you still have kind of like a pain, you know, and I just really wish the best for you. And I want to know, like, you move so many people, you inspire so many people, and you know, I'm not totally sure that you really get the weight of it fully, you know. And again, I don't know you personally, so I can't say what your feelings would be or anything like that, but just suspect. But you know, just from a fan, you know, witnessing you all these years, especially in the first couple of years in the NBA, where you like 6 feet tall, dunking like you were 7 feet. You were like a blur running across the screen, you know. And I remember actually being at Madison Square Garden. Uh, God, must have been like, I don't know, probably like 95, maybe early 96 or whatever. It was a Big East tournament, and I got into Madison Square Garden. It was so funny because I didn't have tickets or whatever. I don't know how. A couple of times I did this where I don't know, some cool people outside like got me into Madison Square Garden, and I was so excited. And then I just went and sat in any old empty seat up in the kind of the stratosphere a little bit, and then for whatever reason, these guys, these like businessmen, walked past me, and they were like, "Oh, you know, we're leaving. Actually, would you like our tickets?" So they were pretty close, um, down on the side portion of the court or whatever. And so it was like, there was Allen Iverson. There was the person I saw on TV who was just this kinetic force of energy, so much of a mirror of myself in so many ways. I think like if I were a basketball player, I would probably be the Allen Iverson would probably embody who I was, how my game would be, how I would approach it, and everything. So anyway, so I get in there, and then I see like finally it's like, oh, Allen Iverson, you know what I mean? And there was this one point in that game, I can't remember who, God, I can't remember who we were playing against. Tag, I don't remember who, but there you were, like right, gosh, in mid court almost, and I don't know, somebody was like challenging you, and it's like, it's for me, it's like you embody the crossover. And I don't say you invented it, but for me, it was like you took it into completely new stratosphere and put your own stamp on it. And it was like for 1 second you were like bouncing a ball, and you stopped, like somebody was like in front of you a bit, and the ball was like, it was like you were bouncing it in slow motion. It was so awesome. I was like, how is that even happening? It was really strange, like to control the flow of the ball. It was awesome. So I mean, for me, I don't know, I just had great times over the years. And even like in the workplace, like I remember being 22, I had this job where I was like this recruiter for jobs and stuff. We would sit in his room with 3 other people with no freaking windows, in New York City. And God, it was so intense in there all the time because we were always like working. But after a while, I just brought in, like, I just had to get some inspiration. So I had like my little Allen Iverson like collage, you know what I mean? Just like I could just do this. So I didn't have a collage actually. Let me not say that. I had one little Allen Iverson thing like taped to the desk to remind me of, who I wanted to be, where I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, the type of intensity that I wanted to bring to this. So I could keep talking. I'm about to say rambling on, but I guess this is the best way that I could package it and say, you know what, Allen Iverson, you have done, I think, so much, or so many people in many ways you probably might not ever ever be able to fathom. And, I think me as a fan and other people as a fan just want you to be so happy with your family. I wish you the best, in your marriage, or in your relationships and things like that, and just overall in all your endeavors. And I'm hoping that, as well, I'm hoping that maybe you'll even put together like some clinics and stuff like that, because all of these rich businessmen and all of these people like with real money would pay you tons of money just for, for a basketball clinic. So, I mean, I could see people paying $15,000 for like a 3 day, or even 40, you know, for a 3, 4 day clinic with Allen Iverson. So, I really wish you well. Thank you so much for every good thing over the years. You were a total pleasure and exciting to watch. And I'm a true fan of excellence, whether it's in film, sports, whatever. I mean, I love to see people excel and do really well, and it's been an absolute pleasure to actually live in the same time as you. And I'm sure you're still quite young, as I am too. We got plenty more years to probably live and breathe the air on this earth. But it's a pleasure while you were in the NBA, and I just want you to know that as a fan, and you totally deserve for your jersey to be retired, as well, and just keep up the good work. It was very nice to hear that you want to spend time with your family. So I just really wish the best for, now that you're retired. Much happiness with you and all of your family and all of your relationships, that they go very well. And just pure happiness to you, Allen Iverson. So thank you, and take care. Bye bye.